Here enters one of the most painful observations of modern research on PPD. For many of those who carry this disorder today, the world was really dangerous once. Not in imagination, in reality. Researchers who study the origins of PPD have identified several categories of experiences that frequently appear in the history of people diagnosed with this disorder. A child who grew up in a home where they were systematically abused, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. A child repeatedly betrayed by their figures of trust. A parent who promised to return and didn't. A parent who used the child as a weapon in adult arguments. A child who grew up in a real hostile environment, whether social, political, or communal. A child who witnessed major betrayals among the adults around them. All these experiences share one point. They taught a small, developing child a brutal lesson. People are not trustworthy. The world is not safe. The only way to survive is never to be caught with one's guard down. And that lesson, learned at 5 or 6 or 7, is written into the developing brain as a law of life. 30 years later, when the person is a university professor in a peaceful country, with decent colleagues and a loving family, their brain still functions according to the same law. With one problem, the world has changed, but the law hasn't. And now, people who do not threaten them in any way are interpreted as threats, because the filter through which they see them was forged in an era when they really did have to defend themselves. It is the most tragic irony of paranoid disorder. The person who once suffered because people were dangerous ends up suffering now because people are not dangerous, but they cannot see this. The past still builds their daily reality.